Hello and welcome to the Story and Beyond. My name is Angel, and today I will be continuing my playthrough of Mass Effect. So last time I managed to explore two of the nebulas, yeah, and I think I have one more nebula to explore, and then I will do the Virmire mission. Yeah, I explored the couple verge. So today I am planning to explore the Armstrong Nebula and then Century Omega and do the Virmire mission. And then I'm planning to return to the Citadel to finish the missions that I got there. And after that I'll see what happened. Yesterday after I finished the stream, I went to the armory section and equipped my characters with the best weapons I have, and actually I found that there are few weapons that are a little bit better than the Spectre Master Gear. Actually I think I like the Karpov pistol a little bit better. I think no, I don't have another one here, but I think it has a little bit better damage, a little bit better heatsink, but the accuracy suffers a little bit. I think it's like 10 or 13, around 10 less accuracy. And I think there are some of the characters also have different assault rifles and shotguns. I think there is a little bit of difference that I think I like more for the weapons. And actually I tried to sell all my remaining weapons, but I am at the max money I can have, so maybe when I go to the Citadel I will go to the shop and try to find better gear, better pistol, armor and stuff like that for my characters. But this will happen after I finish Virmire. Okay, I have like 2.5 hours before I have to go out and take a walk with my puppy. but I think I'll manage to explore the Armstrong Nebula and the Century Omega.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Okay, we have 4 star systems, and I think for these missions I will take Tali with me because she is interested in finding Geth activities for the Quarian fleet. So it will be the girl power team, Liara and Talia. Antirungon is a rock and ice planet with a trace of atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. Antirungon has been used as a crude anchorage for Terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance frigates, Allied frigate patrols dot the surface, but always the pirates return to ground their ships' drive charges, chip out some water ice, and trade depth and storage. The deeper layers of antirungon's interior are semi-liquid swash due to the presence of methanol. It's thought that bacterium in the deep core create these natural antifreeze subspecies. Some species of Terminus pirate drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. Found some cover. They're drinking antifreeze for alcohol. So Geuros is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottoms of recent craters. The dark coloration of the surface is caused by carbon and ferrous material pushed up from the dense core by cryovolcanic process. Ryungri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid dubbed Bats by the initial by the initial Galerian surveillance team entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in decaying orbit around Ryungri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquake and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Ryungri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Tomasari Travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruises to build the spectacle. Maybe it should have had another planet near it. It would be poor. I will try not forget to check out the skies if there's a planet in the nearby. If it's Pressure is a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant with large amounts of piled carbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operation, a distinguished soldier named Mercury, declared his immediate retirement. He disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. It was only 200 years ago that his ship was found on the surface, Precious' largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was ever found. Juntor is a large terrestrial planet with thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminium with deposits of nickel. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator. Evidently, the colony patient spacefaring race. The ruins had faded to almost nothing, merely wind-blown husk of archaeologists and other megastructures. In the center of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When a Sari linguist finally managed to translate a translation, the elaborate relief carving said merely, walk among these work and know of greatness. The crude scratches on base of the reverse side said monsters from the ID. The scans reveal wrecked freighter orbiting one of Juntor's smallest moons. A recon team found no signs of life, but they did recover one of Matriarch Dilignagas' writings. So Liara and Tali. Okay, this is a planet or a moon that is really close. place for this for the on the planet surface it looks like there's another terrestrial body. Here we found something. I found something that it's not marked on the map.
Moving out.
The burned corpses, evidently a mom and pop independent salvage team, show signs of full range hits from Get Heavy particle beam. The scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to be abandoned. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. They ran away from the gate, maybe? Normally, our research outpost, I agree. Okay, this planet is not so bad to traverse. So we found polonium. This down pond contained a lake of one medallion. Its owner is nowhere to be found. Found some thorium. Found some upgrades. This I think there won't be anything else, but I'll contact a bit more just in case. And this is titanium.
You lead, I'll follow.
Why didn't I get any money from finding this one? Oh, because I am max money. Yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, so I think I'm somewhere around here. Just have to go to the search outpost. If I remember correctly, I think in Mass Effect 2 there was a achievement that if you finish the game with a lot of money, but I don't think there is one in Mass Effect 1. There is a beautiful road here for the nature, and I'm trying to climb the mountain.
Moving out.
Mm. Do you have to say
I'm
something?
right here.
Ready.
Hostile contact.
All clear.
All clear.
Why I'm being jammed? I think there should not be any more enemies in the area. Why? Oh, there's some. But oh, yeah, they get. Not just this.
Shields down.
Yeah, these snipers.
Rally round.
Three more outposts to go. The first step in a long journey.
We found something. Mawinor is the second of Tereshkova's outer world. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice, but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica, like the gas giant Marwan. It's it is thought that Mawinor formed too close to Tereshkova stars and was thrown outward by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be injected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Former One is one of Tereshkova's two outer worlds, significantly removed from the rest of the system and with unstable elliptical orbits. It is thought they may have formed within 3 AU of the binary stars and were hurled outward due to the instability of such an orbit. Thoma 1 is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it distinctly gray color. Also, it should be 2 stars, 2 suns. understand correctly how they are describing the system. Digos is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of boron and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates with deposits of carbon. Digos has a low mass for its size and it's tightly locked to the star Tereshkova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant gale force winds across the terminator. We found Mercury. Saura is a small hydrogen helium gas giant. It has an unusually large amount of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by the solar wind. Saura's convenience as a place of dump drive charge. To dump drive charge has left its orbit withered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crew. Patamaurus atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Unlike Venus, however, Patamaurus atmosphere has a significant quality of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developed on Patamaurus. Computer modeling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Tereshkova stars will blow off Patamaurus atmosphere in a few million years, lowering the temperature of the surface to -70s. And found the iridium. Antipar is a cold terrestrial world with atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible threat target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperature will rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperature, high speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. We will land on it. Let's first check this carbonaceous asteroid. A dark asteroid of mixed carbonaceous materials. While scanning the asteroid field in the Tereshkova system, we picked up from anomalous readings. After some daring maneuvering by Joker, a small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items discovered was a leak of one medallion. Again, Liara and Tali. Any level ups that I need to do? No. This was very quick. Uite, trešamo. Trešamo. Van museum. What is here? Looks like a Treshamo fighting place. Searching the ruins will discover a protean data disk. It must have been dropped by one of the Treshamo's main victims. Yeah, good guess. The vehicle and the human corpse showed telltale signs of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Trisham, or at least they got what was coming to them. Can boost while repairing. Another. Mercury. Lithium. I found 4 minerals, 3 minerals, so that should be it for the map. I don't think there are more than 3. I don't want this job. what it's gonna be. Let's get that. So they're kicking my ass a little bit.
Outposts done. We're halfway there.
Is that it? Okay. I think that I have to get to another building, but if the other three are like that, it will be a little bit easier. Okay, the standard checking for extra places to explore. I think most of the time, if a system has a asteroid belt, I think most of the times I found extra exploration places there, but no, it's not always the time. It's not only when it has an asteroid belt. trigger is a tiny ice wolf with trace amount of xenon and krypton. The frozen surface is mainly composed of water, ice, and ammonia. Cryovolcanic processes are gradually repaving the surface with sheets of fresh ice. And we found some lithium. Next is Teshaka. Teshaka is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant. In the past, this was often used as a drive discharge point for pirates riding human settlements from the terminal system. In 2178, the Alliance set up a network of covert sensing devices on Teshaka's moons. The recordings of pirates' FTL exits vectors over the course of 6 months led the Alliance Navy to 8 major pirate anchorages. Since the Teshaka raids, no ships from the terminus have been reported in the Hong system. Otar is terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere composed of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of copper. Because of noxious surface gases, borers are warned to use extreme caution. Matar lacks a magnetic field. This makes it useless for discharging FTL drive cores in orbit. The energetic particles of solar wind from Hong strike the upper atmosphere directly, ionizing the krypton. This gives the planet distinctive minty green white hue. Scans of Matar reveal debris from a destroyed SAR freighter. Further scans uncovered the body which was brought on board. Dr. Chakos examined it but learned nothing about its origins. Among the Asari personal effects, however, was one of Matriarch Dianaga's writing. Caspian is a pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, this tiny planet will change the atmosphere to Earth-like nitrogen mix over the next few millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability, the sapient life, Caspian has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through a debris trail of long period comet. Okay, we will return to Caspian. Let's read on. Comau is an enormous terrestrial planet with a very dense atmosphere of carbon dioxide and sodium. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sodium oxides and deposits of nickel. There is an evidence that Pomau was once covered with broad shallow seas. Should a probe ever be sent to the surface, a check for Asian fossil life might prove valuable. So we risk imprisonment and harsh fines landing on this planet. But I think since we are a inspector, there will be no problem. again, Tali and Liara. And again, if they make the maps so much hard to traverse, they should be making the Mako more able to climb the surfaces. Samarium.
Ready.
I think I missed this one. Come on. What is uranium? Yes. This is gold. So we have 3 materials. This should be it. God damn it. Yeah. I didn't see the obvious path. The gate array is transmitting regular data bursts on a encrypted channel using the Alliance own FTL convoys. It's not clear where the data is being directed nor the content of its signal. Now the hard part, getting out of here. No. Buried under the beacon was an identification tag from Captain Tain. there is no indication of Okay, I don't like what is happening right now. Internet is trying to shit itself again. So this is a little system, just 3 planets. Almost is a hydrogen helium guardian with traces of sodium darkening its atmosphere. Prigeo is an enormous terrestrial world with an atmosphere of boron and ethane. Its surface is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of aluminium. No landing has ever been attempted. While scanning the planet Prigeo, you discover several marker buoys orbiting it. Chief Engineer Adam secured some high-res optical images on the buoys, which appear to have been neglected for some time. Each one was marked with the Baetica colony insignia. Magi orbits the Vamish binary giant stars. Vamish A is a blue star of spectral class A4111 or 4III. I'm not sure. I think maybe it's more like that, the 3 eyes, which burns half again the temperature of Sol. Vamish B is an aging red giant of class M5III or M53. Again, I'm not sure. Over 220 times the size of Sol. Magi has a thin atmosphere and of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant wind stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from the terminus system occasionally use Magi for forms of crew sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarreling shipmates, or even when boarded vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. found thorium. And again, it's cool that we have both suns. The strange looking sensor, oh my god. The strange looking sensor has some ancient graffiti scribbled on it. It appears to be marked with the Edison County insignia. This massive skull is covered by deflected mass is cored but deflected mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology flies in your hand suit computer can't identify the species. It must have been brought here from an unknown world. Mass Effect 2, I think it's we only use the Mako in just a few missions that it's used just to drive on the map of the mission, and there is no exploration like that for minerals or other curiosities. And it's only for the minerals they use probes, and I'm not sure if it's used in Mass Effect 3 at all. I haven't played both of them. I just watched some playthroughs and I don't remember exactly. Enemies up there. Is it up there? Oh, okay. Found some magnesium, and this is the third mineral in the area. Yes, so this should be it for the map, and this is also the last get outpost. forgot that the ship brings extra units to good, and I looking up. Move. Thank you.
A main base of operations for the Geth incursion into this region.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside the star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them.
So there is one more system, I think. Oh, yeah. I was about to say no, there is not. I was going to return to the planet, but yeah, there's one more system apparently that was hidden from us. Okay, so there are 3 planets. Yeah. Just check for extra exploration places. Okay, so there's the 2 planets. Benda has a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and chlorine, though technically classifies as a terrestrial world, but the surface of the planet has never cooled enough for a crust to form. It is a global sea of molten rock, like the Heroes. Its atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar winds. Once its thick atmosphere is gone, Benda's surface will be a mere 400 degrees. A scan of Benda uncovered an ancient Salarian vessel. A small team was dispatched to search for valuables. The only item of value recovered was a leak of 1 medallion. The Herox nitrogen-argon atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar winds of the blue giant Grissom. Its surface consists of seas of loose silica dust, some kilometers deep, which periodically swirl into global sandstorm. Many unmanned probes to the Heroes have been lost over the years. Though investigations are attributed to all mechanical failure, though investigation has attributed all to mechanical failure or computational error, a popular extranet meme insists the entire planet is composed of dormant nanotechnology created millennia ago by a race even more advanced than the Protean. According to the story, the Herox silica dust is actually disassembled robots which periodically awaken to defend themselves. Though discovered by every reputable scientist, though discounted by every reputable scientist, this theory has been popularized by a series of sensationalistic texts by a Sari author Deusia Ortiza. While scanning this planet, you detected a large deposit of beryllium on a small nearby moon. Notanban is a hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Molecular nitrogen is present in the highest levels of the atmosphere, giving the planet its ultraviolet tint. The upper level of Notanban's atmosphere are inhabited by Schwaz, a tiny ammonia-based life form no larger or more complex than a plankton of Earth's oceans, held aloft by air pressure and wind. The bioluminescent creatures constantly flee from the approach of the Terminator. Should they be exposed to the light or in heat of crimson, they die. Solcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Notanban. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach of Notanban, Normandy's passive sensors array interpret a fragmented coded transmission from the surface of Solcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be any software coding language used by the Citadel races. Okay, this is where we find the Get base. I forgot I have level ups to do, so you can get Master Lift. Liara, I was going to give her, let's start her on Lift as well. Oh, I'm having 8 more levels, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I'll give her Master Throw, and I'll be having 2 more levels in. I can give her 2 more levels in Lift. Tali. I can give you Master Sabotage. Then I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I can give a Master Overworld, and I can then put 4 levels in First Aid for her. have to climb on top of that mountain. There were several artifacts stored here, all worthless except for one of Matriarch Delinaria's writing. Wherever it was uncovered at this dig site or elsewhere is unclear. Perfect landing. Found magnesium. Uranium. thorium, and this is the third mineral, so it's highly likely that there will be no more minerals. So let's go to the get outpost. Let's get outpost, or it doesn't say anything. Let's go to fight the gate. Wrong button. shooting me? No.
All patched up.
Think we're good, Commander?
Give me a few more shots just in case. Let's just check on the top just in case. You discover a number of encrypted get data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the get since the banishment of the Quarians. Also, I give it to her,
You lead. I'll follow.
and she has
Ready.
information about the get. She can present to the Quarian fleet. Get incursion. Am I not finished with it? Okay.
Heads up!
Okay. As the last gate falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, Aquarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of words and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the gate worlds behind the Perseus veil. The transmission shuts down.
Now is not the time!
If acquired data files from the gate outposts, given the history of Aquarians, it might be... yeah. That is what I was thinking. But where was this last one hiding? Why didn't we catch him before that? Okay, so let's go talk to Tali. Have I gotten missions from... I think I have not gotten missions from Liara, from Ashley and from Caden. And maybe if I talk with them now, they'll give me some missions.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Of
Is
course.
something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Seren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Seren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Alright, so we finished with Tali's mission. But I'm thinking that I will stop the stream for now. I will come back later, but I have to go in about like 20 to 30 minutes. My plans have changed a little bit. I think I will go to the Citadel
Looking
now,
for supplies?
so I can buy.
Let's see what you
try
got.
to buy
You bet,
some
Commander.
beta armors for my people. Think I may find beta armors for Liara, for Alright, sorry about that. So I will go to the Citadel to try to find better armor. Maybe I'll find better weapons. But I think this will be the stream for this moment, and I'll continue later.